Everybody, welcome back to the Bluegrass Farmer. We can't get any dry weather here. It's been nothing but rain. Rain. I'm lucky. I got the garden, the farm garden in about 4 or 5 days ago. It was dry enough then. But I didn't do any filming on that because I was racing thunderstorms that were moving our way. I knew they were coming this way and I had to get this done, and I did not film any of this because it was just going to take too much time to film it. I had to do what I had to do and get it done quick. I did get a chance to put all my tomato plants in, pepper plants. I put in 8 rows of Silver Queen sweet corn and a big long row of Roma 2 beans, bush beans. So I've got those in, and also some bush cucumbers. So it was a full day here at the farm getting all this in. Ended up with 27 tomato plants and about 10 pepper plants. So we're going to have plenty of tomatoes. Most of those will be used for canning this year. But I've got several different varieties. But looking at the tomato plants this morning, after all this rain we've had, and when I say rain, I'm talking you know, flash flooding type rain, where just you know, like 1 inch or 2 an hour. It was just amazing here the other day. It was just crazy coming down. Actually, one of the roads heading back home was flooded out in 3 places. So if I had waited another 30 minutes here at the farm to get home, I never made it. I'd had to go on another detour to get back around. But the tomato plants, they've had too much water on them. They're just beginning to show signs of stress, the yellowing of the leaves. I'm afraid that I'm going to have to probably transplant a lot of tomato plants later on if they don't come around. I've got enough at the greenhouse to do that, but it's just way too much rain. What's going to end up happening is the same thing we had last spring. It rained and rained and rained, and then when summer got here, we ended up praying for rain. We just went into a drought situation. I was constantly watering the garden last year. Last year I just had pumpkins and gourds, so it wasn't really major far as watering. You had the sprinkler system set up, turn the water on, let it go. Now this year it's going to be different. I'm going to have to water each plant individually and things like that. A little bit more work, but it's not going to kill me. I enjoy it. But I'm afraid what's going to happen is that we're going to go into a drought situation again. Hopefully not, but it's acting a whole lot like it did last year. It's around 58 degrees. Maybe a little cooler than that. The wind's blowing about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's damp, so it adds a little bit more of a chill. The grass needs mowing here. The bottoms need mowing. Just a lot of things that need to be done, but it's just too wet, and I refuse to mow wet grass. So as soon as it dries up, we'll get those done. As soon as I can get back into the garden, I've got cantaloupe plants in the greenhouse at home that are ready to go. Those will be planted in this area here. I've got some sugar baby watermelon plants as well that are ready to go. A neighbor of mine adjacent to the farm has offered to plant those up there in their garden. I feel like once everything comes on here, the garden will be pretty full. As you can tell, it's overcast. It's supposed to be overcast for the remainder of the day. The winds are supposed to get up to around 20-25 miles an hour later on. So hopefully this might, with the wind, it might dry up some of the grass a little bit where I can do some mowing later on this afternoon. But here it is, May the 20th, 2020. And like I said, it's in the 50s. But next week they're calling for temperatures to be back up into the 80s. And there's a possibility that we'll hit maybe a 90-degree heat index. So it's been a crazy spring. So the way the weather is today, I'm going to do a little work in the cabin here. I've got a little shop work that needs to be done. So these are good days to get those types of projects taken care of, because I know when the sun is shining, it's good and dry. I'm going to have my hands full with mowing things. And speaking of mowing, the hay fields, they're ready to mow now. But I've got 3 sections of hay field here on this farm. We have what we call the east section, the west section, and then down in the woods that goes close to the hollow. So there's actually 3 sections of hay that we cuts off the farm here. But like I say, it's just too wet. But they are putting tobacco in. They did that last week, so not here at the farm. There's other farms around the area here that they've already got their tobacco in. So they were lucky with that. So just a quick video for everybody, just to do a quick update, let everybody know I was still around. It's just, like I say, it's just too wet. You can't get out here and do anything. And we're just waiting for some drier weather. Apples are beginning to come on as well. So hopefully we'll get some apples this year. We can make some cider. But that's about it from the farm today. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on some projects. Just want to give everybody a quick update. And hopefully we'll have some more videos coming up here pretty soon as we can get in the fields and start working. So with that, thank you all for watching. Appreciate you being there with us. And we'll catch you on the next video.